work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
No, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Got it.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Watch the shot.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set, ready, 8, read. Down to lose one. Tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got three. 41 Mike. Shoot.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Locke will try again on second down. He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready to break.
This is Freeman on first and 10. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second and 9, Locke. And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
41's the mic. Check, 41. Pilot, 64, wait. Ready.
Throwing now is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Locke now on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
at the 36-yard line.
My set. Ready. I got you.
Throwing on second down. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check, 47. I'm here all day.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Set. Switch up.
Third and long. It's Watson. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Show him. Let's go. Motion. 47.
This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Third and 4.
Let's get it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the 44, Locke, blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Dunn busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 24. Screen. What screen? 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
Here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finding Fells, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry now for Miller. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Check, 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 check.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, wahoo! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
51. Here we go.
Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Freeman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Watson now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On 3rd and long, it's locked. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jones. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. They had control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Step, 19. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Block going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Crouch.
Throwing again, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Get him.
Watson now, operating from the gun. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the run.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Lock now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Now Lock. Being chased out left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
To throw it is Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Chad Beebe that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
2nd down and goal. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Chad Beebe, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Texans 17, Broncos 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Watson. Incomplete. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on first down. Freeman able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Locke throwing on second down. His throw incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
41 Mike.
Throwing now is Locke. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Hey, 59!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
What's that? 219! It's a party now. It's a party now. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Watson hands this to Foreman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Chris Harris. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
What is that? Hey, let's go. It's time to practice. You ain't doing nothing today.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Mike 51.
Here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
25, check 25. Alert. Shit.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
To throw is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw. Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Got Mike 51.
Watson going to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, it puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Lock now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Dude.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Lock going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
This is it. 19. Mike 45. Record. Slam.
This is Miller. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is it. 19. 45. I'm I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Switch.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, caused a turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's it. Big hit. Down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Lock. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Texans, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Put a G with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. Get some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
But it's around here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. Bad? Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, wow.